Some good news on a $1,400 stimulus check for Social Security, retirement, disability, SSDI, survivors, and SSI beneficiaries. Let's get into it and discuss all the details. But if you haven't done so yet, or if you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button right down below the video so I can keep you updated each and every day with all of this information that is changing so rapidly. I know it's incredibly confusing out there, but don't worry, I'm doing all the research and I distill it all down into these short condensed videos every single day so that you can stay tuned with all of the latest updates as they are happening. So again, thank you so much for joining me. I truly do appreciate your support. We've all got to stick together through this time, and I want to make sure that we're getting more relief and more money to everybody in this community. So thank you so much for watching. Subscribe down below and let's get into this right away. All right, so I do have a new update for you, which I'll get into here in just a second. However, before we get into that, I want to give you a quick brief outline of what actually brought us to this phase that we're at right here, right now, and which leads right into the update for today. All right, so a few months ago, the Senior Citizens League, which is a big, powerful advocacy group for Social Security beneficiaries, millions and millions of beneficiaries, this group looks out for every single day. It's an amazing group, right? Well, a few months ago, they were out actually gathering signatures on a petition where they were going to be going out calling on Congress to issue a one-time $1,400 stimulus check for about 69 million beneficiaries that they were calling on in this petition. I think many of you in this community probably remember that petition because we were talking about it a lot, trying to gather as many signatures as we possibly could for them so that when they introduced it to Congress, the more signatures, the better, right? So remember that petition? That was just one of many petitions out there, by the way. This is just one of them from the Senior Citizens League. Well, they were out with that petition, and then after a few weeks of gathering signatures, they actually presented it to Congress along with a letter calling on them to issue a $1,400 stimulus check at once to all of these millions of beneficiaries. Like I said, about 69 million people who draw on these benefits. That's a lot of people living on a small fixed income every single month, just trying to scrape by, and it's kind of a tough situation. Well, since that petition actually was gathering signatures and actually sent over to Congress, inflation has actually gone up significantly since then. That was a couple months ago, and things have changed dramatically just in the last couple months here. However, they're back at it once again, which is leading right into the update that I want to share with you right now. So the Senior Citizens League is once again back at it. So this is amazing. Here's why. Because they're doing something that's perfectly consistent with what we're also talking about and what we're doing right here on the channel as well. All of us are working together synergistically to actually get additional stimulus to everybody right here in this community. So we have to pretty much take our hats off to the Senior Citizen League because they're right here with us doing the exact same thing, but they have a lot more scale behind them because they're a very big, powerful group. So let me tell you what they're doing here. They have reached out to Congress once again, urging Congress to issue this one-time $1,400 stimulus check for all of these millions of beneficiaries. So here's what happened. The Senior Citizens League chairman, Rick Delaney, I hope I'm pronouncing his last name correctly. If you want, look it up. But anyway, he is the chairman, Rick Delaney, and he has reached out to Congress once again, urging them to issue this $1,400 stimulus check for all of these millions of beneficiaries, pointing out that this is a very expensive time of year and it is also very busy. Issuing this $1,400 stimulus check for all of these millions of beneficiaries would help everybody with their Christmas expenses, as well as so many other things. He also went on to say that just like everybody, he likes to follow his expenses and watch everything closely. Well, I think like a lot of us here, we're watching our expenses, and all they keep doing, unfortunately, is continuing to go up, which is making it harder and harder every single month that goes by. Now, again, this is according to my sources that I'm finding this information. So this is actually pretty exciting here because, once again, right here, right now, as we are approaching everything going on, we have another person backing us up with everything that we're trying to do. And the Senior Citizen League does have additional sources, and they have contacts to get in contact with people in Congress. So like me, of course, I send the letters out, I send the emails out, I make the phone calls, I do all of this stuff, but the Senior Citizens League does actually have a little bit better connections than what I actually have. So the likelihood of what they're actually saying is probably a little bit better to actually be heard and possibly have more impact than what I'm actually doing right here. But either way, we're still going to keep on them because the more, the better. The more people that we have calling on Congress, the better. So it's an amazing time that the Senior Citizens League has once again reached out to Congress, pushing on them to issue this $1,400 stimulus check. Now, in Rick Delaney's comments, again, he pointed at Christmas being like an expensive time, and it would help all these people out with their Christmas expenses. I agree with that, but just being totally real, and don't get me wrong, I think what Rick Delaney and what the Senior Citizens League are doing is a great thing. I totally back up what they're doing. However, I would say that if a lot of people got a $1,400 stimulus check, it sure would be nice to be able to spend it on Christmas things, right? But at the same time, based on what I'm reading in the comments section, I would think that most people would probably just spend it on trying to get back to even. I mean, that's just what I'm seeing in the comments section. I would anticipate most of that money would probably go toward unfortunately, other things having to do with Christmas, right? Of course, it'd be nice if there was a little bit of extra so that it could be used for Christmas, but yet at the same time, I think a lot of people would be using that money just trying to get back to even from the little bit of a hole that everybody has dug here over the last few months here, trying to scrape by every single month, and it's been a kind of an unfortunate situation, right? So I see it down in the comments section, and there's a lot of people who are just saying, hey, this is really hard to get by. I don't have enough food every single month. It's just the same old thing. Every month I don't have enough food. I'm having a hard time paying my rent. So regardless of what the money would be used for, that doesn't really matter. The fact is we got to get that money into the hands, into the pockets, and into the deposits onto direct express cards, bank accounts, wherever the money is going. It doesn't really matter. Just got to get it into the possession of the people who need it so badly, right? So we can only hope that Congress will actually come together and do something. So as I laid out in one of my videos yesterday, I laid out 5 different reasons why I still think a stimulus check would be coming out of Congress. And again, I just want to make it very clear. That's my opinion based on what I've been seeing out there with everything going on right now. And as things are starting to kind of advance at the rate that they are, it seems to me that the case that I'm building here is only getting stronger by the day. But again, I'm just laying out what I'm seeing here as well. So again, a huge thank you to the Senior Citizens League, if they happen to be watching this video, for everything that they are doing, trying to get additional money for everybody who is struggling so badly, living on a small fixed income right now. It's tough out there. And I have to say, everybody that's doing a part of this, especially the Senior Citizens League for, kind of stepping up like this, I feel like we really have to give props to them for everything that they're doing. So at the end of the day, we need to all continue working together like this. So I think it's amazing what Senior Citizens League is doing, and we'll continue to back up their efforts. And maybe, hopefully, they're seeing some of these videos as well, and hopefully they're backing up what we're doing all together so that all of us can stick together through this and ultimately just kind of keep pushing on Congress, right? Keep poking at them, saying, I don't know what Congress is missing right now, but clearly they haven't really seen what's going on out in the world. Maybe they have, and maybe they just say, I don't really know what the issue is. Honestly, I'm not really sure. I'm still confused by the whole thing being that it seems that we recognize what's going on out there right now, but yet we don't recognize that people need support. I'm not really sure what that, the equation doesn't make sense, right? We've got the formula, but yet everything that we're putting in place here is not working out to give us the answers that we need, right? So it seems a little bit odd to me. That's just me again. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. So, but anyway, I think we know what the solution is. We found what the solution was a couple times already with previous stimulus checks, and it wouldn't be that hard to replicate the process, right? Just keep doing it until because we know it works. We know this process works. So why we're not repeating it is still a huge mystery to me. But anyway, what do I know, right? I'm just a guy here, right? What do I know, apparently? So anyway, I hope this helps you out. I'm going to continue watching everything closely as I do with everything else. I've already seen some other information coming out this morning already, which I'm starting to gather for the next video a little bit later. So I hope this helps you out. Again, I'm going to do what I can to reach out to the Senior Citizens League and see if we can possibly do something to work together on this and kind of collaborate a little bit and see what we can do. But Senior Citizens League, if you're watching, hey, watch for my communication. I'm going to reach out to you here soon, and hopefully we can do something together here to kind of to collaborate with this and see what we can do to push on Congress to get more focus on additional relief. So again, thank you so much for watching this, everybody. I truly do appreciate it. If you did not see that video from earlier, I should say yesterday, the video from yesterday, it is titled $1,400 fourth stimulus check plus $1,000 cash bonus. If you did not see that video, I would highly recommend going back and checking that one out, as I lay out my 5 reasons why I believe that there still will be a $1,400 stimulus check. Now, don't get me wrong. Of course, I want it to be far more than $1,400, but for a variety of reasons, I think it's going to be $1,400 if there just so happens to be one. Anyway, I'll link that video down below if you want to check it out. Otherwise, enjoy your day. I will catch you again later in the next video and the next update as we get more information. So enjoy. Thank you so much for watching this. Share this video with your friends, family, and social media. There's a button right down below the video. And of course, subscribe if you haven't done so yet. And feel free to check out any of the other nearly 2,000 videos right here on the channel. Enjoy. I'll catch you again later.